This is the outside of the Benimar Tessoro 481. As I move along, I will firstly come to the flue for the Truma combi boiler. We do not need to do anything with these particular flues. There's no covers that need to be removed. Just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. To fill up the fresh water tank, you just need to come to this flap here, open it up. You can see that the cap can be locked. Just pop your hose pipe into here to fill up the fresh tank. To drain the fresh tank down, we just need to go underneath the motorhome. And then at this point here, you can see this green cap. You just need to unscrew it to drop the water. Storage just here, and you will find the spare wheel. Also in here we have the jack, the towing eye, compressor, foam as well, 2 warning triangles, and at the back there we also have some silver screens for the front windscreen. Also in here we have a 12-volt power socket and a main socket as well, and also a courtesy light. Thetford cassette toilet just here. To remove the cassette, just lift up on the blue lever and pull towards you. Before use, remove this blue cap and then add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are pouring the cassette away, to hold down on the button just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. And by turning this part here, allows full access inside the cassette for additional cleaning. If any debris was to wrap itself up around the float mechanism, giving you a false reading that the cassette is full on the toilet inside, it can be removed and cleaned just by turning this part here, giving it a slight wiggle, and then removing it. All of these cassettes are on wheels with pull up handles. Grey water drain just here. So to drain off any water that's gone down the plug holes, just pull here. And then we have one of the rear corner steadies just here. As you can see, I have wound it down. As I now come to the rear of the motorhome, we can see the reverse camera just here, and then we have the Fiamma bike rack. To lower the rack, just grab hold of the rail and pull it towards you and drop the rails down. Then you just need to pop your bikes on the rails, secure the straps through the wheels of the bikes. These all slide about depending on the size, and then just attach the arms around the framework. We then also have both vents for the fridge freezer. As this is a fully winterized motorhome, it is supplied with winter covers for the fridge, and they look like this. These particular ones actually sit behind the main vent itself. So all you need to do is just undo both of the black clips, remove, and then pop in the cover. And then once you've done that, just replace the vent and then just close the clips back up again. Do make sure that these are remove for the warmer months of the year, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat and no longer work correctly. As I now move around to the other side, you can see the upper corner steady just there in the up position, and then above that we have the gas locker. So as you can see, there is plenty of room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator itself just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. External barbecue and shower point just here. So with the barbecue point, remove the dust cover and then attach the hose of the barbecue just there, and then this end plugs and locks in just here, and that will then allow you to turn the gas on. To remove it, just push on the collar, push it up, and it will then release. With the external shower hose, it works very similar. Just literally plug it in here, and then as long as the water pump is on inside, this will automatically go under pressure, and then all you need to do to remove it is again just push on the collar and it will then pop back out again. Beside that we have the mains hookup point. We then have the Fiamma security door lock just here. And then we have access underneath the seating inside. Fiamma roll-out canopy just here. To roll the canopy out, take the canopy winding handle and then all we need to do is just hook it onto this point just up here and then begin to wind the canopy out. As you can now see, I've wound the canopy out a short distance. I always prefer to do this and then drop the legs, so you're not putting too much stress on the canopy itself or the side of the motorhome. The legs themselves are just clipped in, so just literally pull the leg towards you and then drop it down, undo just here, and then drop the leg to the ground, and then get the canopy at the height you want and then lock it into place. Do the same again with the other leg. So as you can see, it just slides out at that point there and then just pivot down. Again, just loosen and drop and then lock in. And now that the canopy is supported, I can continue to wind the canopy out, walking the legs as I go. Once the canopy is fully wound out, you can see it comes out a very good distance. Never use the canopy in high winds, as it does run the risk of being flipped over the roof of the motorhome. And if you do put the canopy away wet, always try and get it out on the first opportunity to get it dry again. When it comes to putting the canopy away, begin to wind it back in again, roughly to where we dropped the legs. And then once you're wound back in again, loosen and raise the leg back up, tighten back up again, swing the leg up, make sure that the foot is flat, push until you hear it clip into place, and then do exactly the same again with the other leg. And then continue to wind away. Once it's fully wound away, it just will not wind any further. Diesel fill just here, and then beneath that you will find the AdBlue top up. It will let you know on the dashboard when the AdBlue needs refilling. The leisure battery just sits underneath the passenger seat, and the vehicle battery sits underneath the driver's seat. To gain access underneath the bonnet, just take the ignition key, pop it in. Firstly, turn it to the left, and then turn it to the right, and then raise the bonnet.